EP3. We're in the process of now building a base, but one things I do need to do is go find some iron. So I intend to go to one of my old mine shafts that I know of. So I'm gonna and I've got 3 of them. I'll have 3 of them as well. I haven't got 1 of them. I'll have 1 of them. Put them back. I need sticks. Got lights. Let's go for more light. And need a stick there, really. Should be fun, no dirt. Right, so I'm going to venture out of my base. And unfortunately, I do have a while to travel, unfortunately. 14 dirt. I may have to take some dirt. So without the iron that I need in order to build my iron mine, I'm not going to be able to get very far. But the good thing is there is a base there as well, or a village that I want to head to, because there's some good stuff at that village. So the idea in mind is to hammer that village as well. There's almost a 2. So I'm going to go to a mine shaft that I know of, where I can get some really good hits from, as well as. So what we've done is we've decided to mark out our house outline and bring that up a little bit. We've got 2 horses. Just gonna don't need that on me. Yeah, I'll take my sword. So I'm going to head out the door and I'm going to head towards my my very first dig site, or building site, that I used to use a long time ago. I still like that dig site, one because of the trees that are there, but because it's situated right nicely on top of the mine. But unfortunately, I do believe I'm heading in the right direction. Yeah, I'm now heading in the right direction. So it is a while away, unfortunately. I've got to get down to 300. I've got to take myself to minus 1200. So it's 312 minus 1200. so it's a fair while away to travel, but a very good place that I know of where to get iron from, and lots of it. Not only does it have lots of iron, and I tell you what, if you're paying attention to this map that we're using, the tower map, I would strongly recommend that you use that location for your first build site so you get used to the map, because I tell you what, that actual build site, or that's the site that I'm talking about, just in general, is absolutely amazing to build on. Not only do you have a ton of double trees, but underneath you have access to a mine shaft full of iron, diamonds, all sorts of stuff. And to be fair, it's surprising that I'm not using it for this, because the amount of clay that's underneath it is immense. There's a lot of clay underneath, so it's a really good site. The only problem I don't like about it is it's close to snow, but it is right across the water from a village that you can use to literally build yourself a base of operation quite quickly, and use the village across the water, or across the river, as basically, it's basically where I used to build my first iron mines, and it works really well. It's a shame that I don't use it anymore, to be fair, because I generally liked it, but a new start, bits and pieces, so it was a good idea to change out. Ooh, look at the amount of... Wow, look at the gravel. So I'm going to head through the swamp. And this is a swamp where we're going to be probably coming to later on in the game, so we can use it for giving ourselves clay. We'll probably use this as a location for hunting slime blocks. You see, that location's not so bad, but it lacks in everything else. That's the only problem. So it's not very close by to anything of any good. That's the only reason I don't really like being there. And the build site that me and my missus have been building on recently is really good. It's got a very good mine shaft underneath with lots and lots of different bits and pieces. There's 3 bases around the corner from it. I can give you the coordinates to that as well. If I remember rightly, it's 2,300, something like that. It's pretty much from the start point, turn around and go across the water, and then there's 3 villages. It's close by to a savannah village. Bear with me, I'll get the coordinates to it all. There we are, we're getting closer. Ooh, horses. Yeah, and that first location that I'm talking about, unfortunately, is in the snowy area. There we go, we're getting close now. It's closer this way than anything. It's surprising how I can remember all of this, but so let's go to 1200 first. These double tree, there's lots of them here, which is great, but the only bit I didn't really like about it is the amount of horrible dirt, coarse dirt that you can't really do much with. Hello. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Let's see what we're gonna do. That's not gonna. Excuse me. Right, we'll move on from there. Unfortunately, because I don't actually have the diamonds, I can't really make anything. It's why I love this map. I love this seed. To be fair, this seed's brilliant. I do really like it. There's some really, really good locations on this seed. And I did play another seed, but I hated it because, again, I didn't really know it very well. Right, so there's a 1200. Oh, look where I am. I've got a funny feeling. Yeah. Right, now we just need to head this way. You can't miss it now. Bye-bye, snow. Something tells me I'm going to the wrong location here. Because it's only supposed to be 300 blocks this way. And it looks nothing like the area I'm used to. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Never mind, it's actually 375671265. I'm heading in the wrong direction. Never mind. Should have checked that first. So I'm 2,400 blocks away from that area. Wonderful. I do, however, know exactly where I am. You see, right down there is actually our old base. That's madness, because it's literally 400 and... The base where me and my missus were building on before this one. The coordinates are actually minus 2,300. And the one that I used to build on was actually 1,200. So I've pretty much almost gone back to where I originally built. Ah, a location. Oh, right there. Why not? We're actually very close to actually a starting location as well. Leave unit. Because right in here, somewhere underneath here. Is actually a buried is that all that's inside? You're kidding me. And what do you want? Back on track. it's a shame because I'm pretty much, rather than go in the direction I want it to, I pretty much went 4,000 blocks out of the way. Now, if you were paying attention to the first video, we're literally like that block of the tower that we start with is literally right in front of us, and our starting location is literally on the right hand side. So we're literally back at the starting location, which is all very well, but it's like we're literally right at the start. I'll tell you what, because I might as well. I may as well take you on a detour route. Take you to the first village that's here. Now that we're here, I might as well. So normally when I start this map, I normally start where I normally have a tendency to literally start here and work my way forward. And what I normally do is I normally like build right. I normally build like a little shelter here, gather up some stuff and then move on. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but you know, when I used to play this last year, I'd gather all the sand and all the gravel and all the flint, wait until I get like a few bits and pieces, and then like get myself a few llamas and then walk to my build site with my llamas, and it kind of works really well. But obviously now changing out, it was more of an absolute nightmare to start there, because you're technically needing to travel quite far, and travelling that far with llamas is just something else. So what I now tend to do is find the outside. Here we are. So there's a very good starting village right over here, and it's got a few decent bits and pieces inside of it. And what I believe you me, when I first started playing Minecraft, I didn't realise you could actually breed villages. So when I needed to get 20 villages for an iron mine, I actually stole the villagers from inside this village. Oh, you're kidding me. And what I used to do here is I used to pretty much just trash this village. So I'd come straight here, trash the village, and then move on. Wait until I completely smashed the village down. I'd also nick all the lanterns, the wood, and anything basically that I could get my hands on in this area. I'd then transport the villagers to my other build site, where I'd host them. I don't really need beds. Unless I find a red... Ooh, actually. Cat. Get it, you. Thank you very much. Means I can make another bundle. Inside here there is a cartography table. So I'm going to take that. Bread and whatever else there is there. Paper, that's it. And in this one, got Fletcher's table, which I'm going to have. Just download it. So while I'm here, I'm going to grab all the lanterns. And if you're in peaceful mode like I am, I would strongly recommend to kill the Iron Golem. Now I don't really particularly get I'm not going to take the beds either, because to be brutally fair, if I take the beds, I'm not even going to bother. So what I do want to do very quickly is get rid of everything I don't particularly need. The iron can go in there. Might as well take the job site blocks off. This will save us some iron in the long run. So it's a bonus for stealing lights is a benefit to us wasting coal. Means I can trade with coal. I am going to take all of this. Another item. Bonus. And I'm going to start putting all this lot up. Take the chests. Get rid of that poison potato. And we head into this house as well. One of these and 2 cauldrons. We may as well go steal the pumpkins as well. And then from here we're gonna basically move back this way. Now if you can imagine, I went to this village, trashed it completely, and then transported the 7 or 8 villagers from here along here using dirt and using pickaxes and various other items to basically flatten the floor off and transport them all the way around here, around this corner and along this ice to my base, because I didn't know that you could actually breed villagers. So I wanted to get plenty of them, and then I found out afterwards that you could actually breed them. So yeah, this is where I used to build my first, well, not my first base, but my main base that I used to always build, which has changed so much, to be fair. It was supposed to be huge, but I ended up cutting it down because it just took too long to build otherwise. And then obviously I moved location because too many bad memories. So, plus I do like coming here to get my iron, because if I'm honest, this area is actually really good. I really genuinely actually liked it. I've kind of overstepped the boundary and need to keep moving this way. There we go. I'm actually at the back end of it. This is my build site. I used to flatten all of this down to 60. If I remember rightly, my base is something stupid like 150 or something stupid like that. Anyway, there are 2 mines here, and I'm going to show you the first one. But this is my old build site. I'm right at the back of the build site. You've got a really, really good mine shaft. But what I want to do first is show you the village that's across the road from it. So I told you 1200. And I used to get here and I used to build on all of this. But there is literally a village there. So if you imagine, you come to this site here, you've got enough land to build on, you've got 2 decent mine shafts underneath you, you've got a village right next door. I'm almost convincing myself to come back here, if I'm honest. And not to mention cats, and lots of them. I've never been one for chasing pussy. Sorry. I thought it was funny. Right. And then inside here, this is why I used to come here, because cartography table, more ladders, which I don't really need to particularly take, but paper. Now, what I'm gonna do. Just oh, fuck off. Right, get rid of that. And that way we can explore some more goodies. So I'm just going to head into each house and just have a look. There's normally some bits and pieces floating around. There's rabbits here as well, so they're easy to get. The only reason I didn't like building here is that the foxes are really bloody annoying. There's always foxes, which is the reason why I end up building with a lot of glass. And since like the build site I'm on now doesn't have any foxes, which is fine. But yeah, they're a pain. So it's predominantly why I don't bother with it. Don't really need a crafting table. I just want the land, really. And once I've raided that, I'm going to head up the hill because there's more to the base or the village than meets the eye. So we walk round this corner here and climb up this hill. Excuse me. got more. And more. Chest here. We'll get rid of that. Ooh, gems. Nice. And another bag. That's good. Crafting table. Put it away. Put the gems away. Now from here we're going to come around this corner and then up here, and then I'm going to show you the mine shaft. Now whenever I'm exploring a village, I do generally take all of the job site blocks. I trash the whole entire place. It's literally the best thing to do. You just trash the whole base. Get rid of absolutely everything that you can. It becomes easy. And with these little bundles, they're an absolute godsend. They really are. It basically means you can transport and take whatever you want, load them up, and off you go. The sooner you get one, the better. Because, as you can see, I've loaded up loads of different bits and pieces, and I'm now going to completely trash this base, but at the same time I'm going to be able to explore a mine where I'm also going to be able to get lots of iron and a few other bits and pieces along the way to be able to make slight improvements to my base. Right. That's enough for me here. I'll wait that 2 seconds. And that's it. Done. So now what I want to do, I'm going to head back. Oh, wait there. head back to where I originally was. See what I mean about the foxes? There's loads of them. So I used to then come here, crash the base, put everyone in boats, ship them across the water, job done. There's a blast furnace in there. So I'm going to nick that as well. Sugarcane, can never have too much sugarcane. So from here, and then I'm going to have to make it back to our old base, or our new one. But on one of these corners somewhere, there it is, right there. In here. So check these coordinates. We're going to come inside here because you're now going to see the glory of heights. Just be very, very careful. And like I said, the first thing you want to do when you get inside, and this is again why I took dirt with me, you want to swim up to the top of the water and look forward. You want to then climb back into the water and just keep heading up. And in here, put a torch up, fill that gap. And now that gap's filled, you want to try and get back down to where you originally was, taking your torch, because now you'll see all of this open up. And the good thing about being here is not only are you going to be able to find loads and loads and loads of iron, but you're going to find loads and loads and loads of clay, as well as, not to mention, loads of this shit. So I'm going to leave the door right behind, I don't really need it. We'll get rid of them as well. Keep holding my iron in my inventory a second until I get a full stack. And we'll just keep coming through. If I remember right, there's also some obvious. Now don't bother wasting your pickaxe on this stuff because it's easy as I told you. We are going to be taking some of this back with us as well, by the way. So that's what the bundles are all about, because I want to as well. I don't want to collect too much clay because I still need but if I take what's just here, that will do on the clay side of things. I'm mainly looking for also gold here as well, but unfortunately I don't have a pickaxe to play the gold, which is kind of a shame. I'm not going to continue. Right, can I just get round? I'm going to venture more into this area. I'm also going to plug I don't want to put on. here again. We're going to get rid of all the crap. And we should be able to get a good few stacks. It'll be certainly enough for us to start up with. And one of the first things I intend to do is get the outline of my base sorted, so you can see what my intent is to do with the land that we're building on. Give me 2 seconds, I need a pee. In fact, what I'll do, I'm going to shut this down for 2 minutes, and I'm going to go for a smoke, and I'll come back and do part 4. Ciao guys.